Good evening and welcome to Trending Tonight. I'm Sanket Upadhyay. There's only one story at this moment which we are tracking, but two different aspects of it. Aspect number one, the fact that there is some sort of a political role reversal on farm bills, where the Congress's positions have now become the BJP's position, and the BJP's position has now become the opposition's position. I think a more important question that we need to ask, particularly farmers need to ask over here, is that do politicians really care about the farmers' interest or just their positions? That's going to be aspect number one. Story number two, there's a Bharat Bandh tomorrow, and we'll tell you all that you need to know about these protests and whether it is going to affect your life directly or not, particularly this protest. What have the farmers planned as of this moment? But before we move any further, let's quickly take a look at this presentation on the political role reversals that are taking place. A day ahead of Bharat Bandh called by the farmers and a day after the opposition stepped up the heat on the government, a series of rebuttals have been issued by the ruling BJP, kickstarting a political tu-tu-me-me war on the sidelines. It all started on Sunday when Sharad Pawar advised the government to listen to the farmers and agree to their demands on repealing the three farm laws. Within minutes, letters written by Sharad Pawar as Agriculture Minister started doing the rounds on Twitter. In these letters, Sharad Pawar can be seen requesting the Delhi Chief Minister Sheila Dikshit and the then Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, urging them to consider proposals on amending the APMC Act and allowing alternate private mandis to compete with APMCs, a position the BJP feels Mr. Pawar has conveniently forgotten.
We have started mainly from reforms in APMC Act, and not only that, but now we are trying to encourage the private sector and cooperative sector to set up big number of agro-processing units along with their entire chain.
देश के वरिष्ठ नेता शरद पवार जी के बारे में कुछ चर्चा करने की इच्छा है, जो उन्होंने 11 अगस्त 2010 को उस समय दिल्ली की मुख्यमंत्री शीला दीक्षित को लिखी। अतः इसमें मंडी एक्ट में बदलाव जरूरी है, प्राइवेट सेक्टर का आना जरूरी है, किसानों को कहीं मंडी में बेचने का अवसर मिलना चाहिए, ये सब इसमें लिखा हुआ है।
The farmers' protest has forced the centre to reconsider a written assurance on MSP. It is noteworthy that in 2010, as part of a report of Working Group of Consumer Affairs, Narendra Modi himself as Gujarat Chief Minister argued for making MSP a statutory provision in the law. Social media wars have broken out over these change in positions, where the BJP too found itself in an embarrassing situation, with clips of two of its tall leaders, late Sushma Swaraj and late Arun Jaitley, now going viral. Not just political blame game, the BJP has decided to question what they call is the duplicity of the farmers' unions as well. In a tweet last night, BJP National General Secretary of the organization, B.L. Santosh, quoted an old newspaper report from 2008 where the Bharatiya Kisan Union, at the forefront of the farmers' protests, wanted private players to be allowed in wheat procurement. As farmers prepare for a Bharat Bandh and the next round of talks with the government on the 9th of November, this counter-offensive by the government seems to have given out the message straight. The farm laws will not be repealed and certain amendments may be considered. The question is, can this cut ice with the farmers? Bureau Report, NDTV. All right, let me quickly go across to Mr. Aman Pawar, spokesperson of the Congress Party, who is with us in just a short moment. We'll be joined in by other members also. Mr. Pawar, these political role reversals, I mean, it amazes me how the Congress is accusing the BJP of certain things where the BJP has released certain documents showing that this is what the UPA rule believed in. You're saying the same about the Prime Minister. How does all, and I'm going beyond beyond this punch, counter punch over positions. How does all of this help the farmer, I ask?
See, Sanket, firstly, we need to understand that out of the 25 lakh crore agro-produce market, the government only procures 6% of the farm produce, which is roughly about 1.5 lakh crore rupees. The rest of it is anyway going to the private sector. So when we said that we need to bring in the private players, we had always in mind that MSP is going to be a rider along with that. and that is what the farmers are asking today. This is what Mr. Modi, this is a photograph of a meeting where Mr. Modi asking Dr. Manmohan Singh to mandate MSP by law. Now, when the farmers today are asking the BJP to stick to their own request, which Mr. Modi made as Chief Minister of Gujarat, the BJP says, no, we cannot bring this amendment in the law that when the private players buy from you,
No,
they
but
will buy
Mr.
at
Pawar,
MSP. So that is the question.
Just want to correct you here,
Let me
Mr.
just
Pawar.
complete for a moment, Sanket.
The government has
question
not
today-
said that we will not reconsider. They have said that we are willing to consider amendments on MSP.
That is the sole demand. Now, my question today is that tomorrow when the corona vaccine rolls in, is the government going to allow the private players to sell it at 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees? No. They are going to put certain regulations? Yes. So when they are regulating all essential services items, the farmers are also asking for the same, that when the private market is, being completely open to buy agriculture produce, and now they will obviously have monopoly in future, they should not be in a position to dictate the price of farm produce to the farmers. That is the main problem in these bills. These bills allow the market to be opened, but they do not give the minimum support price to the farmers. And Mr. Modi has completely forgotten that the way these three ordinances were brought in the middle of the night amidst the pandemic, no discussion was held when these bills were passed in the parliament. Today, when the farmers came to Delhi, they were lathi charged. There were water cannons thrown at them, and now they, finally they have agreed for discussion. So why could this discussion not happen beforehand? That is the biggest question.
Okay.
How could you pass such a grave law without any discussion?
Okay, Mr. PKD Nambiar, would you like to respond? You've heard what Mr. Aman Pawar has to say about the manner in which the bill. I think a lot has to do, and we've been speaking to a lot of farm union leaders also. Nobody seems to be saying that we don't need reforms. It's the manner in which these reforms have been initiated.
So in a political system like ours, Sanket, it may not. It is very important that there should be consultations which should be happening, and I believe this is a reform which has been talked about both in the parliament, outside the parliament, irrespective of the government, whether the current government or the previous government. They have always been talking about. I believe the larger thing which Mr. Pawar was just talking about was something like an MSP should be a part of the law. I wanted to ask, in the 1966, when the MSP was introduced to this country.
Sir, I am not saying this. Mr. Modi himself asked for it. He met Dr. Manmohan Singh and said that please bring a law on MSP. Mr. Narendra Modi himself, this is the picture of the meeting.
I think, Sanket, I think he's not remembering that he's on NDTV, not in another channel.
Yeah, sure. Please respond. Please respond.
So the idea is that in 1966, when the MSP was introduced to this country, since then, why no opposition, when it was never been a part of any law, why no opposition or the Kisan unions have never been asked? Both the CPIM-led or the left, the people were a part of the government. The Congress itself was a part of was ruling this country for several years. Why now only it needs to be a part of the law? I'm not against it, making it whether it can be made it as a part of the law now, or will it be done or not. I'm not going to contest it. My only apprehension is why there is never been a discussion even till today to make this as a part of the law, whereas it was been continuing as an administrative reform by APMC and the CAPA, if I really recall the name. So I am only saying that it is completely politically motivated, and the larger question is that is the 65 crore or 65 crore farmers in this country are fighting or agitating today? No, it is only a section of farmers. It's only a section of farmers.
See, this is the sad divide the BJP is trying to cast here. Very sad, very unfortunate.
No, by the way, Mr. PKD Nambiar, one moment. I have to come in here before Mr. Aman Pawar responds. See, it started, Mr. Nambiar, one moment. It started with the government saying that, see, there is no problem at the time of Corona crisis. We need reforms. Initiated this reform and went ahead. Then there were protests where you said that these are only farmers from Punjab, politically motivated farmers, nothing else. Then you saw protests taking place all over the country. Then you sat in for negotiations. Heated negotiations began from the 1st December onwards. Do you think, Mr. Nambiar, this sort of response leads to a trust deficit? Where you always cast aspersions all the time, instead of looking into the merits of the arguments that are being made.
Sanket, there are two things. Any agitation, now I'm not talking about only the farmers' protest, almost all the agitations across the world would be a dynamic in nature. These colors of these things keep changing, and the way it happens. Today, you have seen that Arvind Kejriwal visiting at the protest site. I have not seen him going to any of the COVID hospitals and doing it. Politicization of, when I said that politicization is taking place,
sure.
Today Akhilesh Yadav, Kejriwal, all these kind of people. In fact, Kejriwal is the government of Kejriwal government has already made it the law is enacted here in Delhi. But the only thing, what I am saying is that when the politicians are jumping into the stuff and politicizing it, rather than, you ask any of the panelists, whomsoever is coming into the various discussion, what exactly the farmers require? Are they really looking for only MSP? Will MSP putting into the part of the law, will that suffice their requirement? Most of the people in many arguments in various channels, including yours, have not been able to give a proper answer. Why? Because there is too much.
I think they've articulated themselves well. Mr. Nambiar, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're on channel in a few days
Mr.
ago.
Dallewal, one moment. Jagjit Singh Dallewal ji is the state president of the Bharatiya Kisan Union Ekta. आप भी हमारे साथ हैं. आप उस delegation का हिस्सा हैं जो सरकार से लगातार बात कर रही है. एक सेकंड, Mr. Nambiar, one moment. Mr. Dallewal, मैं आपसे ये जानना चाहता हूँ. अक्सर ये बात बोली गई है. ये अभी नाम्बियार साहब हैं, वो भी ये कह रहे हैं कि आप अपनी डिमांड ही नहीं रख पाए. आप बार बार अपनी डिमांड चेंज कर रहे हैं. बताइए तो दिक्कत क्या है? जो दिक्कत है उसको इनकॉर्पोरेट कर लेंगे, उसको लागू कर लेंगे.
देखिए, सबसे पहली बात तो ये है, ये भाई साहब कह रहे हैं कि किसान अपनी डिमांड नहीं रख पाए. हमने इन लोगों को 14 तारीख को हमारा डिमांड चार्ट दिया था. आज तक सरकार ने हमारा डिमांड चार्ट पढ़ा ही नहीं. पहली बात. दूसरी बड़ी बात यह है कि आज तक सरकार ये कहती आई है कि ये कानून किसानों के पक्ष में और बहुत बढ़िया है. और जब हम अपने डिमांड चार्ट पे इनसे बहस हुई है, हमारी बातचीत हुई है, तो सरकार इस बात को मानी है. जो सरकार कहती आ रही थी, लगातार हर स्टेज पर कह रही थी कि ये कानून बहुत अच्छे हैं, ये क्रांतिकारी कानून हैं. ये कहने वाली सरकार को उस दिन पिछली बैठक में 3 तारीख की बैठक में ये सरकार मान चुकी है कि अपने इन्होंने 9 पॉइंट नोट किए हैं सरकार ने. हालांकि मैंने नहीं नोट करवाए, वो हमने तो किसानों की ओर से वो पक्ष रखा था कि ये देखिए कानून में क्या क्या लिखा हुआ है. उसमें से अपने आप मंत्री जी ने, हमारे माननीय मंत्री जी, खेतीबाड़ी मंत्री जी ने वो नोट किए और नोट कर हमें बताए हैं कि ये इनमें कमियां हैं, ये नुक्स हैं, ये ठीक करने वाले हैं, ये माने हैं. और क्या चाहते हैं ये कि हम अपनी डिमांड क्या नहीं रख पाए. हम आपके माध्यम से ये कहते हैं ये कि तीनों कानून किसानों के पक्ष में नहीं, ये कारपोरेट्स के पक्ष में है, ये खत्म होने चाहिए. एक बात. दूसरा, हम ये कह रहे हैं कि हमें एमएसपी की गारंटी का कानून बने ताकि पूरे देश में किसानों की फसल की बिक्री की उस एमएसपी के आधार पर हो सके. तीसरा, हम ये कह रहे हैं,
अगर आप जगजीत सिंह धालीवाल जी की बात सुने,
एक नया
तो ये साफ हो गया है कि उन्होंने अपनी बात स्पष्ट तरीके से रख दी है. मिस्टर नाम्बियार, सो आई डोंट नो व्हाई यू से दैट फार्मर्स हैव नॉट बीन एबल टू आर्टिकुलेट देमसेल्व्स. आई थिंक ही इज रियली आर्टिकुलेटेड हिमसेल्फ वेल, एंड ऑल फार्मर यूनियंस है.
पहले तो सिंह साहब ने खुद अपने आप को ही, उन्होंने उनकी बातों में ही वो डाउट है कि पहले उन्होंने बोले कि जिन्होंने 9 डिमांड रखा है सरकार के सामने, वो 9 डिमांड पहले उन्होंने बोला है कि वो सरकार ने पढ़ा ही नहीं है. अब दूसरी बार वो कह रही कि उसको लेकर ही तो मंत्री जी ने.
One moment, Mr. Nambiar, I am not going to get into a blame. My point is, a discussion like this is going to create a trust deficit further. Aman Pawar, last comment. Aman Pawar, do you think that at this moment, when you need to soothe the frayed nerves, the moment you go into history, you dig out documents, you try to defame people, you are not winning friends by doing this.
See, Sanket, rather than doing this, had the BJP consulted the farmers, the stakeholders, they would not have landed in this position. They took a draft from the Adanis, the Ambanis, their other corporate friends, and enacted it as a law.
Okay.
Now, today, the history of the BJP is in December 2014, they gave an affidavit in the Supreme Court that, sorry, even though we made a promise in our election rallies and manifesto, we cannot give double the income to the farmers compared to the cost price of their input cost. This was their biggest promise in 2014 during election rallies. Now, if you will also remember, in 2014, they tried to bring in an ordinance to dilute the Land Acquisition Act that was enacted by the Congress, which gives 4 times, 5 times the compensation to the farmers. And later, when Mr. Rahul Gandhi started his agitation from Bhatta Parsol, they had to withdraw that. And even this protest is going to make the BJP meet with its fate that it happened in the past. And they will have to withdraw these black laws because they have been passed just for the benefit and the interest of a few corporates and nothing of these has to do with the farmers.
Mr. Nambiar's response.
A couple of points what Mr. Pawar has mentioned. One is that as if it's become like a fashion that taking any legislation which happens in this country or any reform, when we talk about, we just go straight away to take the name of Mr. Ambani and Mr. Adani. I think let's respect our governments and our democracy and our people rather than just...
Who did you get the law in consultation with? The farmers were not on board. Who did you consult? That's the question. You never consulted the farmers. You never consulted the opposition. So who are you talking? Who are you talking with?
Mr. Pawar, this law is passed in the parliament of this country. If the parliament of this country were...
That was the saddest...
No, I think the point that is being made is that why was it not selected? Why was it not sent to a House panel?
They did not
The due diligence. I think the question is on due diligence. Anyway, Mr. PKD Nambiar and Aman Pawar, I have to end this part of the conversation because otherwise it will end up in exactly what politicians want, a political tutu meme. Jagjit Singh ji, आप हमारे साथ बने रहिए. Aman Pawar और PKD Nambiar, thank you so much for participating in the discussion.